The cinematic journey into the repetitive, deadly cycle of Happy Death Day begins on a surprisingly mundane morning for its protagonist. Teresa Tree Gelbman, a beautiful but remarkably self-centered and acerbic college student at Bayfield University. Tree wakes up hungover in the dorm room of Carter Davis, a kind, intelligent, and thoroughly decent young man whom she had inexplicably gone home with after a party, her immediate actions rudely dismissing him, checking her phone for superficial validation, and brushing off her estranged father's birthday wishes establish her initial character as the quintessential mean girl. Someone whose life, we soon learn, has been running on autopilot since the death of her mother 3 years prior. The day is, ironically, her birthday. The first iteration of the day follows a pattern of casual toxicity. She dumps a bottle of water on a classmate, ignores the sincere advice of her roommate, Laurie Spengler, and continues her secret, tawdry affair with her married professor, Dr. Gregory Butler. As evening approaches, Tree decides to attend a fraternity party. While walking alone through a dimly lit campus tunnel, she is brutally attacked and murdered by an unknown assailant wearing the eerie, oversized mask of the Bayfield Baby mascot. Her life is extinguished in a terrifying flash of violence. She is trapped in a seemingly endless time loop where every day concludes with her agonizing murder. This is the central conceit of the film, transforming the horror genre into a unique blend of slasher and existential comedy. The subsequent loops are characterized by Tree's chaotic attempts to understand and escape her predicament. Her initial reactions are panic, followed by self-pity and reckless hedonism. She quickly realizes that death has no consequence other than resetting the clock, leading her to experiment wildly confronting people she dislikes, engaging in outrageous behavior, and even attempting to leave campus, only to be caught and killed every single time by the mysterious babyface killer. Through this repeated suffering, Carter emerges as her unlikely confidant and anchor. He is the only one who believes her impossible story, and his consistent kindness, patience, and logic provide the structure she needs to evolve. The time loop unexpectedly morphs into a vehicle for Tree's character reformation. Since she knows the day will reset, the consequences of her actions vanish, allowing her to take emotional risks she previously couldn't. She begins to investigate potential suspects, Dr. Butler, his jealous wife, and even other sorority sisters, using the loops to gather evidence, often dying spectacularly in the process. She uses one loop to track down her estranged father, confessing her love and regret over their distance. A moment of profound emotional honesty that would be erased by midnight but fundamentally changes her soul. The repeated loop forces her to shed her shallow persona and confront the profound grief she'd suppressed since her mother's passing, which is the root of her sin. After many investigative cycles, Tree finally believes she has the killer's identity narrowed down, focusing on a stalking hospital security guard. In a tense confrontation, she manages to kill the assailant, and the loop finally breaks. She wakes up the next day, relieved and celebrating her freedom with Carter. However, a horrifying twist occurs. She wakes up again in Carter's bed on her birthday. The loop is back. This moment is the true nadir of her despair, as she realizes she killed the wrong person and inadvertently reset the cycle, further highlighting the insidious nature of the curse. The true killer's identity is revealed during this final, crucial loop. It is her quiet, seemingly innocent roommate, Laurie Spengler. The motive is bitter, envious revenge. Laurie, who was having an affair with Dr. Butler, was enraged by Tree's relationship with the professor. Laurie's initial attempt to murder Tree was through a poisoned cupcake she gave Tree on her birthday, which Tree had not eaten immediately. When the poisoning failed, Laurie resorted to donning the babyface mask to finish the job. Knowing the truth, Tree uses her final loop wisely. She avoids the cupcake, lures Laurie into a confrontation, exposes her dark secret to the police via Carter, and ultimately defeats Laurie in a desperate struggle, sending her to her death. Having identified and neutralized the genuine threat, the loop finally breaks for good. Having identified and neutralized the genuine threat, the loop finally breaks for good. Tree wakes up a final time, the next day, alive and genuinely happy. A completely transformed person, ready to start a real, authentic life with Carter.